welcome back to my channel. I am Letitia Bishop, professional makeup artist of almost 10 years now, and today we are going to be talking about longevity of your makeup, sweat-proof, heat-proof, summer makeup tips to help your makeup last longer. And trust me when I say I understand the pain of your makeup melting and you just feel like it's not lasting, because I live in Hong Kong where it is the middle of summer right now and the humidity is currently, let me have a look at my weather app. The humidity today is okay, not that bad, but it is 78% right now. Like a month ago, we even got to like 99% humidity, when it is just disgusting and your apartment almost drips on the walls. Not kidding, you can Google it. So I understand humidity and the issue with trying to keep makeup on and looking fresh throughout the day. So I'm here to teach you some tips, some thought processes, and some techniques of prepping your skin for long-lasting makeup. So if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, and you can always come and say hello to me over on my Instagram channel, which I'm very active on. So let's get into the video. So skin prep is a vital step to making your makeup last longer throughout the day. You want to really reduce the amount of skincare that you're going to need. And it's summertime, so your skin will likely need less products. Specifically, if you're in a humid climate here and there's just enough hydration and moisture coming from the air that you're walking around in. So I really recommend potentially taking out your moisturizer step completely, and that just really will help not make everything slide around. Definitely still hydrate your skin, but not with technically a moisturizer. A light serum. I'm really enjoying the Summer Friday CC Me serum. This is a vitamin C serum that I've already put on. Or you could do a light toner, a hydrating essence liquid type product like this, and this is my current favorite, and it will definitely be my favorite for some time to come. I know that for sure. This is from Tier, the Milk Skin Toner, refreshing skin, moisturizing and soothing. You've probably seen it online. It's everywhere, and it is just a brilliant ultra hydrating milk that you can put on your skin and know your skin is going to be really hydrated. And I literally just like half an hour ago, the door knocked and there was a delivery of a top-up of this, so thank you so much to the Tier team. You guys are brilliant. So yeah, a light layer of hydration, and then you're not going to not moisturize, because then you're going to go in with your SPF, okay, some type of sunscreen product. Now I am a SPF fanatic, lover, connoisseur, if you must say. I have a whole SPF database that you guys can have access to if you want, so I'll leave that link down below, which I have all the reviews of all the SPFs that I've tried, my thoughts on them, whose skin I think they're good for, how they performed, and where to buy them. So that link will be down below. But I do always come back to Supergoop. They have a huge variety of SPFs and just different methods to apply sunscreen. So I have prepped my skin today with the Summer Friday CC cream and the EverySingleFace SPF. I've been using this most days lately, and I find this is great under makeup, and I've had it on for a few minutes, and then now we can start the makeup application. So that is another tip, is to wait between applying skincare, sunscreen, and then makeup. You really want the layers to dry down and have time to settle into your skin. So you're doing light layers, but you're also waiting and letting things absorb into the skin, rather than just like slap, 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 layer, 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 and then it kind of just slides off. Okay, that's not like setting you up for success in terms of your makeup base. This one is a phenomenal product if you want it to help your makeup stick and lock in to your face. It is a sunscreen. It is SPF 30. It's the Unseen sunscreen. This is just like a little mini size of it, but it's practically like a makeup primer in my opinion. It is like that velvety, silicone-y texture, just like a makeup primer, but it is sunscreen, and it is completely clear. It's really an amazing product to try. But I use the other one today because I'm going to go in with a primer. So I wouldn't suggest to use this and a makeup primer. That would just be doubling up and unnecessary. So today I'm going to use the Sheisaido Synchro Skin Soft Blurring Primer. I really like this one. I use this one at work as well in my kit, and we're going to apply that now. It is like a light kind of creamy milk texture, and you really want to focus this on the center of your face and where you're going to apply most of your makeup, and really massage and pat it in on top of your skin, and where you find you have like more pores, and generally these areas are the center of the face. So press that in, and if you do have time, also let this settle into your skin and dry down, and you'll find it lasts best. So this kind of gives like a blurring, soft focus effect to the skin texture and knocks back shine and just creates a nice blurring kind of surface for the skin, like it says on the tin, and it's a nice one. So moving on to the base, I have been really enjoying this product. I got this last week at an event where I actually got to see this makeup artist do a makeup lesson and show us her technique. This is the Jung Mool Essential Skin Nuder Cushion Light, and it is SPF 50 PA+++, and I got the shade Light. I'm finding this is really lasting really well on my skin throughout the day. But essentially now you will go in with your selected base product, and you're gonna want to work in as light layers as you possibly can. So a sponge is great, you could use a brush, you can buff it in, you could use your fingers, but just please remember the lighter layer is best to start with, and then you could go in with a second layer if you felt like you needed more coverage. But don't forget, you still have your concealer to do. So your foundation, your base layer, it doesn't have to be perfecting the skin completely the first round. So really pressing, tapping your products into the skin rather than swiping and moving it around, because then you're going to disturb the primer that you just put down under the skin. And because this is a Korean brand, you know, they also experience a lot of humidity. I feel like Asian brands are just kind of cut out a little bit better for this climate and, you know, summer hot holiday destinations in America or Europe. The Tier Red Cushion Compact is also really great at lasting throughout the day and offers even more coverage than this one. That one you have to be like a little bit careful and not go too crazy, go really light-handed on that one, because it can kind of get thick very quickly. Okay, and that was just like one little area, like one time in the cushion. Just going to add a little bit in the center here. There we go. Next, I'm going to do my brows and going to keep it really light and simple, and I'm going to use the Benefit Cosmetics Precisely My Brow Wax, and this is tinted and this is in the shade 3, and this just, you know, less is more when it comes to summer and trying to not get everything to melt off your skin. So one step, and I'm going to brush this through. I like a really just diffused soft brow. This does just that. It helps hold them in place and adds some color. Picks up all the little hairs. So great for light blonde girls like me. And when I want a little bit more depth at the end on the tail of the brow, when I'm just trying to use one product, I grab the brush and I kind of stamp in a little bit more product on the tail and then brush it out, and it just feels like that helps me get a bit more color on the skin. There we go. A very soft brow, not super sharp edges, but for day to day, that's enough for me. And it sets the brow at the same time. Great, both brows are completed. I'm just going to do my bronzer quickly. I don't really have much recommendations for that. You can press in a little bit more. This is from number 7. This is a powder bronzer. I just want to warm up the edges of my face. Now for your eyeshadow, if you want to do an elaborate eye look and you want it to last a long time, use an eyeshadow primer. This is similar to the Sheisaido, like a makeup primer, but for the eyes, it helps color last a lot longer. Often they're like flesh colors, but they're very sheer. And this one is from Rare Beauty. This is the, what's it called? Eye primer. I don't think there's any particular name for it, but it is really great. It gives a nice soft velvety texture to the eyes. I don't use this very much. I mostly use this for work because most of the days I'm not doing elaborate eyeshadow looks on myself at all. I don't have time for that and I can't be bothered when I'm in a rush most days. But everything is about pressing and patting it into the skin. So let that dry down, but this does dry quite quickly actually. And I really love this one. I also do like the Fenty Beauty one as well, but at the moment the Rare Beauty one is definitely winning. For eyeshadow, I'm going to just do something very simple and summery. I'm going to use this Dior eyeshadow palette, the Backstage eye palette, and this is the Coral Neutrals 07. I'm going to grab a bit of the neutral color and dust that over the top of the primer that I've just put down to create a powder base to let everything else blend better. And I'm going to grab a fluffy brush and I'm going to go in with this kind of orange shade and maybe mix a bit with that one there. Tapping it off and dusting it over the eye, a little bit more towards the outer corner for sure. And these colors are really nice for blue eyes as well. I feel like it enhances the blue eyes. I can go in with the first brush and just diffuse and blend it all. Very sheer wash. But this will last so much longer because we put that primer down at the beginning and it will help. You won't get those creases throughout the day. I'm going to grab a little smudging brush and just go in with that dark shade and put that just near the lash line just to give a little bit of depth there. And a little bit under the eye. There is a shimmer shade and I'm going to grab that with my finger because you get a lot more payoff with shimmers when you use your finger. And I'm going to press that on the inner corner of the eye and blending it out with the warmer shades. Then grabbing the fluffy brush and just going over the edges of that, making sure it's blended in. Wonderful. Simple little eye look there with that Dior palette. Lovely. Curl your lashes. Now mascara is something that is notoriously hard to make stay on and not smudge in the humidity and in the summer. I'm always like looking up a lot somehow and it's getting on the top of my eyelids with those little lines, or when I smile I get like little, you know, smudges down here. I do find that when my Botox is freshly done, which is not now, I don't have any more at the moment, it doesn't happen as often underneath because my eye doesn't like wrinkle up as much when you're smiling. So there's that. But this one at the moment is the winner right now. This is the number 7, the full 360 lashes, and it is lasting really well. It's not giving me the greatest and most fabulous lashes I've experienced before, but it doesn't smudge, so that's great. But you know, you might find that waterproof mascaras definitely last so much longer, but they are so much harder to take off at night. But sometimes it's worth that payoff to spend a minute or two more trying to get it off, and then you don't have the smudges throughout the day. I've used many tubing mascaras. They are mascaras that are meant to be more smudge resistant, but I still find that they smudge, but at least they are a lot easier to take off at night. So it is a bit of a, you know, continuous hunt for the perfect mascara, but this one is doing pretty good lately. But generally most people will find a waterproof mascara is pretty foolproof for them, especially if you're not in a humid country. Now let's do the concealer. I am finding this one as well that I got from the UK recently. This is lasting really well. It's a little bit bright for me, but I blend it and sheer it out. This is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, a very cheap concealer, but it really does last. It's really, really long lasting. So if you are in the UK, I recommend you pick it up. And now a technique to make your under eye concealer go further, last longer, be higher coverage is let it self-set for a few seconds and let it dry down and get a little bit more tacky, and that way it will kind of stay where you put it a bit longer and not slide around. And again, light layers. Don't go in with like a huge amount that you see sometimes people doing online, because it's just going to be more to blend out. You don't need that much. And just put a layer first and then go in and add more if you feel like you need more. Put it on, have a look, and assess if you need more, and you can always add it rather than trying to sit there for ages and blend it all out and it get all thick. This brush is from Real Techniques, and this is the Kitten Paw brush, a very cute name, and it's for under eye concealer, and it's a really nice shape to help push and blend it in. So again, always tapping it into the skin and making all of your products become one with the skin. Okay, I think that's enough. So now we're going to do some blush. There is a huge blush trend right now. There is so many ways you can put on blush. You could do powder, you could do creams, liquids. This one is a cream, a stick. This is from Hourglass, and I just thought the color goes really nice with the eyes that I've done today. This is the shade Wonder, and I put it on my cheeks, and then you could use a brush to pat it in, or you could use a beauty blender. When I'm doing my own makeup, I keep it simple and I'm just using my fingers to blend it in easier. I always have like a tissue or a towel with me and press it into the skin. And if you do want your blush to last even longer, I would do a cream layer like this and then go in and set it kind of with another colored blush of the same tone with a powder. And that would just like double lock in your blush if you're finding that it's like fading throughout the day. Pressing it all in. Lovely. So for lips, we are going to use a lip liner, and this really helps longevity on the lip area and the colors and the things that you're going to put on afterwards. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in the shade Hazelnut. Just a very neutral nude color. I just like to put that on to create a little bit of shape and structure to my lips, not too precise or strong. But if you did want to wear a lipstick over the top of it, put it all over, and that way it will really like make your lipstick kind of stick on and really attach to your lips and wear off nicer and just last longer. But I'm going to use a glossy balm lipstick product today because it's like a very summery look with the orange peachy eye. And this is from Das Squeeze. I think that's how you say it. I got this on iHerb last week, and this is the Melting Candy Balm in the shade Gentle Peach, and I've been really liking it. It's very easy to wear and get on with. It really reminds me of the Tarte. I think the Tarte first came out with a product like this. Very hydrating, very glossy and creamy feeling. Very nice feeling. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, it's really affordable. Again, this will be linked down below. Now, to set your face, this is where you lock in all the hard work that you have just done. So we have a setting powder, okay? This is the Givenchy Prism Libriere one in the shade 0. It has like the purple, the green, the blue, and the clear kind of powders, and you mix them all together here, and yeah, go to town with the powder and really lock in your makeup. And this one is so light, you can't really overdo it. Oh, and it smells so nice. Love the smell. And I don't know if you can see in the camera, but as I'm putting it on, it is like floating up in the air. That is just how ultra light this powder is milled. It's just a very nice experience to use this powder. And I use a fluffy brush like this so it doesn't get too heavy, but if you did want a more intense kind of layer of powder, you can use the puff that comes with them, and just kind of roll it like this in your finger and press it into the powder, kind of like press it into the puff so it comes out evenly, and then really like press it under your eyes and around areas on the face that get really shiny. Often those are areas that kind of are the most protruding areas of your face, particularly when you like smile for photographs. So you smile, these areas come out and get really shiny, and often like this area on your brows, and the chin and the nose. So setting powders, this one is a really great one, but there's a lot on the market, but I really like ones that are really, really finely milled, and that way they kind of don't hiccup as much. Now, setting spray. This one is the best one on the market to date, in my opinion, and in many other people's opinions. It is quite often sold out, and it was really hard for me to get my hands on this one. But I did get an email from Sephora this week saying they're back in stock, so maybe I should snap them up before you guys buy them all. Oh, and this is from One Size, and this is the Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. Now, the alternative, the more affordable version, is the L'Oreal Paris Inflammable 3-second Setting Mist 36-hour non-transferable. Now, as you can see, these are in metal cans, and they really are like putting hairspray on your face. And frankly, they really could be. Like, they might have ingredients that are the same as hairspray, I'm not sure. So don't breathe in when you are spraying them. This one I don't like as much. It does feel more drying on the skin. It has like more of a presence on the skin when you're wearing it, but it is more affordable. So there's that. But it's not bad. It's quite good, and it's effective at what it is designed for, but this one is just much more of a joy to use, and they do come in miniature sizes as well. So let's apply this on the face. You want to, yeah, get it ready. You can do a circle and a crisscross, and that should be enough. I might say try not to scrunch up your face when you're doing it, because you will get like little marks and lines that are not flattering. Try to really relax your face and not breathe in all that much. Yeah, the greatest thing about these is it's not like a traditional mist of a setting spray. It doesn't leave those little splatters of water on your face. It's really fine. It just lays on beautifully, and it really does lock in your makeup. You could even use this like midway through doing your makeup. So maybe after you've done your base, you could go in with a layer of this, and then apply the rest of your makeup, powder, and then this. So you could layer it up a little bit if you wanted, but I do feel like we've got a lot of layers. We've got the primer, powder, and setting spray. that we've really gone to great lengths here to make things last on your face. And now, what do you want to carry with you in your bag to top up the longevity of your makeup? If you are in the bathroom and you feel like all of this, you're still like melting a little bit and you need a bit of de-shine, de-sweating, blotting papers is what you want to have in your bag, because of the convenience of the size. They're light and they can't spill and make a mess in your handbag. These ones are from Muji. Okay, they're really like discreet packaging, and I discovered these last year. They're not new, but I only just discovered them. You pull a sheet out, okay, and they have powder already on them, which to me is just like, I don't know where I've been or why I didn't know about this, but on the inside, on the folded part, there is like a powder on them, a very fine layer. There's not a lot, but it's amazing. I'm not going to apply it now because I've just already got everything on, but basically kind of fold it back out, go to the bathroom, press it on, let it sit there and absorb the oils, and then when you peel it off, it leaves a layer of powder. Do it again, go on the other side, do the forehead, do the nose, the chin, grab another one. They're not expensive. There's like 60 sheets in each packet. It's just really handy. It is a light powder. I probably would say it's not inclusive for all deep skin tones, but it would stretch a long way within the skin tone spectrum. Yeah, so these are like just a lifesaver sometimes to have with you to look more put together in a minute in the bathroom. And yeah, those are my tips. As you can see, the spray really doesn't take long to dry down. It quickly mattifies. The setting sprays have come a long way. I've never been a big fan of setting sprays or like believed that they really did that much, it wasn't like a significant amount of impact compared to powders. But with these on the market, the can type, I'm very, very impressed with them. So that is it. That is the video with the tips on how to keep your makeup lasting longer and like some things you want to think about. So really think about eliminating some skincare steps before you do your makeup to really just reduce the amount that it can slide around on your face. And yeah, just potentially skip the moisturizer, go straight into a hydrating face sunscreen, or use a light toner in the morning instead of like a thick gloopy serum. You need to really think about swapping out your products for the summertime if you're going to be wearing makeup that day. At nighttime, by all means, load up the skincare and keep it light and simple for the daytime when you're going to be wearing makeup. So that's it. I hope you like that. Any questions, please leave them in the comments. I will always respond. And all the links of all these products will be in the description box down below, as well as the SPF database and my Instagram handle and everything like that. So if you've watched till the end, definitely subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that, and I will see you